All right, one of the most common questions that we get this time of year is how to go about adjusting our marketing budget in seasonal downturns. Maybe in winter months, you feel a little bit less profitable. You're not sure what to do. Do you spend more money? Do you spend less? How do we go about that? We've broken it down into kind of 3 of the most common things that we recommend and what we find successful home service businesses generally do. The first one is reallocating budget to services that you can still do. Got a couple of different examples, but we have lots of roofing clients that maybe can't get up on a shingle roof in 30-degree weather. Maybe it's too slippery, maybe it's too icy, whatever it may be. The question is, what can you do in those winter months? If you can't do shingle roofs in the winter, can you do flat roofs? Are you in an area that you can do flat roof repairs? We have a client in Chicago that they can't do shingle roofs in the winter because it's too cold, it's too slippery, but they can be super profitable on flat roof repairs. Maybe you can't do roofing at all, but you have a team that's capable of doing doors. Maybe you take your roofing budget, your marketing allocation, and maybe even it comes down a little bit, but you're just refocusing your marketing and putting dollars towards services that you can do in the winter. The next thing that we always recommend is to decrease your budget in proportion to the decrease in demand. So if demand is decreasing, you probably don't want to keep your budget exactly the same. You can't outspend a lack of demand. What we also don't want to do, and mistakes we see sometimes, is going too far. We've got a little bit of a decrease in demand, maybe in these winter months, but there's not zero demand, so you don't want to shut things off completely. So it's riding this wave. You know what your customers want throughout the year. Try and make your budget, your marketing budget, proportionate to those seasonal trends. And so if budget or demand is going down by 30% in January, reduce your spend by approximately 30%, or use that as your starting point. To reiterate, you're not going to outspend a decrease in demand. You're also not going to kickstart demand early by spending more. So when we start getting a little bit warmer, things start to thaw in the spring, your customers still aren't quite ready, the demand isn't there, you're not gonna increase your spending so significantly that it's gonna make up for, in the beginning of April, people still don't really need a roof looked at. But once it does hit, maybe towards the end of April, once you really can start to see that demand increase, then you follow that, you proportionately increase, and maybe even exponentially increase the spend to try and capitalize on that increase in demand. The last thing that we can do in terms of adjusting our budget is, in the same way that with your business, you don't just turn everything off. You're not just done for the winter. You're focusing on things that may not reap instant rewards. In the busy months, you're door knocking. You're wanting estimates, you're wanting quotes, you're wanting to get in front of people right away. In the off season, investing in door knocking is probably not going to be as profitable because you can't get up on a roof. What you can do is sow things that you can reap later on. Examples are branding, videos, SEO. If you're not doing SEO, the best time to start is in the off season. What are the things that you can be doing that aren't going to necessarily get you immediate returns? So to recap all of this, these are 3 of the biggest things that we find to be the most impactful. Reallocating budgets to services that you can do if you have other services, and we almost always have something we can do in the winter or whatever months are your downturn. Decreasing your budget, if you're going to, do it proportional to what the decrease in demand is. Don't just completely stop or not do anything. Do it proportionally. And lastly, focus on sowing instead of seeking immediate returns on your investment. Focus on things that you can get a long-term return from. So, my name is Vinny, by the way. I'm the lead account manager here at Hook Agency. If you're looking for a marketing agency who truly cares about contractors and wants to serve you well, we consult with our clients on things like this all the time. Of course, we do a lot of SEO, paid ads, and website development and design. Feel free to reach out to us, hookagency.com.
Smart contractors, hire specialized team. Rank high on Google, Hook better